a better season than last year, a lot longer, and last year was shorter, fun, but this one's way better.
At this time a year ago, high school sports were 3 weeks back into action after a COVID-19 pause that was initially lifted on January 27, 2021. Once the state hit Phase 4, the athletes were released from their warm homes and ready for some competition. However, with the season resuming so late into the year, winter sports were only allowed a regular season schedule of competition and no postseason besides conference tournaments. One of the biggest adjustments in the 2021 return was wrestling being moved to the late spring and badminton moving to the winter to help slow the spread of COVID, along with the timing of gym space. Badminton was the first IHSA sport to have a state series after the long break. Wrestling did have a postseason, but it was run by the IWCOA and did not count in the IHSA record books. Fast forward to a year later, and sports like wrestling, girls gymnastics, and girls bowling are ready to finish the postseason with state just around the corner. Boys swimming has also hit the postseason week with sectionals on the horizon.
It just feels a lot better, I got a whole season under my belt, and with that whole season under my belt, I just feel more prepared going into these next couple of weeks.
For wrestlers such as Antonio Torres and Ethan Olson, they were grateful wrestling into the month of June, but with the normal tournament returning after a year off, the two, along with their other teammates, are in for a big push no matter the competition. Torres comes into the postseason as a 2020 state qualifier, while Olson looks to make his first ever state appearance as a senior for Naperville Central.
This is a little tougher than the IWCOA. That was a little easier. I qualified for that, but this is the real stuff. This is tough. I'm enjoying it. Have it back.
I wrestled 3 weeks last year, but it really didn't do much. I still made it to the state finals, but I wasn't really prepared. I was pretty fatigued and gassed before I even went into the match, so I didn't pull out my full potential. So I feel like this year I can finally go out there and do what I usually do.
As all the grapplers get set to hit the mats at U of I, girls gymnastics and bowling are two other sports to hit the state finale, with a couple of area competitors hoping to make a name for themselves on the big stage. For gymnastics, it was a memorable season for the Naperville North girls. Not only did the Huskies capture a regional title, but they also qualified two first-time gymnasts in seniors KRISTLE and Wrigley Jump. Jump was competing in her first season with the varsity team, while KRISTLE took advantage of the opportunity to showcase her style after a 5th place finish in the all-around at the Oswego Sectionals.
This has been my goal all 4 years, and I've just been a little short. Last year I didn't have the chance, but sophomore year I was just off by a couple of tenths. So senior year to come out and finally make it, especially in all-around, I get to do everything that I've been doing instead of just one event. It's really awesome. So
KRISTLE and the Huskies did get an opportunity last season for competition, but all they had to compete for was conference standings. Now with the more traditional season coming to an end, she is ready for any twist and turns.
It's really exciting that we get to have this again, especially because we made it this time. So we don't even know if we would have made it last year because we never got that chance. So to have that chance and then make it on top of that is it's really cool.
Now let's go to the bowling alley as 3-time defending DVC champions Metea Valley Girls Bowling looks to showcase themselves in the state series after not getting the chance in 2021. Mustang Sydney Lewis is one of those bowlers looking to bring the fire on the big stage after 2 stellar seasons on the lanes. In her junior year, Lewis became Metea Valley's first ever bowler to roll a perfect game in team history. After a 3rd place finish in the Hinsdale South Sectional, Lewis and the rest of her Mustang squad are off to state and is ready for the tough competition.
We really want to go to state this year. Last year we missed out on it because of COVID, and we really want to show we are Metea Valley and we're here to go to state and we're here to win.
And we are about a month away from boys basketball crowning its first state champion since 2019. No sport has ever suffered a long wait to return to state competition, as the last time we saw the boys state tournament in March of 2020, the season ended in heartbreak for every team after being canceled in the sectional round.
It feels great, especially after all the seniors last year left. We came back with no experience at the varsity level for this team, so we got something kind of to prove to everyone.
Regardless of the results, every winter athlete was grateful to be back to a normal routine. For Naperville Sports Weekly, I'm Patrick Cotto.